Listen closely. The world you live in is drowning in noise. Everywhere you look, there is a race to be seen, a desperate struggle to be heard. People are shouting their plans, their victories, and their frustrations. They believe that their loudness dictates their strength. They react to everything: an email, a glance, an opinion. They are slaves to external stimuli, their energy constantly draining into a void of irrelevance. This constant reaction is not power, it is weakness. You, however, have chosen a different path. You are here because you intuit a truth that few have the discipline to accept. True strength does not roar. It acts, it observes, and it wins in absolute silence. This channel, the Stoic mindset and discipline, is your sanctuary to cultivate this power. Today, we begin at the apex. We will examine the rules of the man who commanded the known world, while remaining a master of his own mind. A man trapped in a storm of wars, betrayals, and plagues, who refused to let the chaos outside disturb the clarity within. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor of Rome. In the next 30 minutes, we are not just going to discuss abstract philosophy. We are going to deconstruct the exact mental framework he used to keep his calm under extreme pressure and win, silently, against every obstacle life threw at him. If you are ready to stop reacting and start commanding, you are in the right place. Subscribe now, and let's begin forging a mind of steel. Now, Marcus's rules. The dichotomy of control as an anchor. To understand how to win in silence, you must first master the fundamental principle of Stoicism, the dichotomy of control. This is the very first rule in Marcus Aurelius's mental playbook. It is simple, yet it requires an almost brutal discipline to apply. Every single event that enters your life falls into one of two categories. Either it is within your complete control, or it is not. Your health, not entirely. You can eat well and exercise, but disease, genetics, and accidents are outside your control. The economy? No. The opinion of your co-workers? No. Your family's happiness? No. The results of the project you are working on? No. Your reactions? Yes. Your judgment? Yes. Your integrity? Yes. The effort you choose to put in right now? Yes. This distinction is your anchor. Most people spend 90% of their emotional energy fighting, stressing, and shouting about things in the not in control column. They try to control results, they try to control other people, and they try to control the future. The Stoic leader does not waste a single breath on them. When Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal from his trusted general, Avidius Cassius, he didn't scream. He didn't seek vengeance. He used the dichotomy of control. He couldn't control the betrayal, but he could control his own response. His response was to forgive and to prevent the empire from falling into a civil war. He won by refusing to participate in the noise of resentment. This silent focus on what you can control is your greatest competitive advantage. When your competition is busy reacting to the news, the market fluctuations, and the gossip, you are quietly working on your own craft, your own discipline, and your own character. While they are shouting their plans, you are quietly executing them. This brings us to the second and perhaps most powerful technique, the art of mental fortitude. How do you actually stop caring about the noise? This is what we will explore in the next block, the internal fortress. Rule 2, the inner citadel. To win in silence, you must construct a space within yourself that the world cannot touch. Marcus Aurelius called this the inner citadel. Imagine a fortress built of solid stone, standing on high ground. The storms howl against its walls. The lightning strikes its towers, and enemies lay siege to its gates. Yet, Inside the citadel, there is absolute quiet. The fire is lit, the air is still, and there is complete safety. This fortress is not a physical place. It is your mind. Most people live without a citadel. Their minds are like open fields. Anyone can walk in and disrupt their peace. A passive-aggressive comment from a colleague, a delay in a project, or an unexpected setback in their finances, and their entire day is ruined. They are constantly invaded by external chaos. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "People look for retreats for themselves, in the country, by the coast, or in the hills. There is nowhere that a person can find a more peaceful and trouble-free retreat than in his own mind." How do you build this citadel? By practicing the art of cognitive distancing. When an event occurs, there is a tiny fraction of a second between the event and your reaction. In that gap lies your freedom. The average person lets the event trigger an immediate, emotional reaction. The Stoic steps back. He retreats into his citadel. He looks at the event from the battlement, objectively, and asks, does this have the power to alter my character? Does this force me to lose my integrity? If the answer is no, then the event is irrelevant. It remains outside the walls. You do not let it in. You do not scream. You do not complain. And you do not explain. You simply observe, adapt, and continue your work in silence. Rule 3. The perception of obstacles. The second tool to reinforce your fortress is how you perceive difficulty. In your life, you will face obstacles. You will face people who try to sabotage your work, systems that break down, and plans that fail. The natural reaction is to view these obstacles as enemies, as forces that are stopping you from succeeding. But Marcus Aurelius possessed a mindset that flipped this reality entirely. He wrote a line that has become the foundation of modern high-performance psychology. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Think about what this means. An obstacle is not a dead end. It is an active training ground. If a coworker is difficult and argumentative, they are not just annoying you. They are providing you with the perfect opportunity to practice patience and self-control. If a project fails and you lose resources, it is not just a disaster. It is a test of your resourcefulness and your ability to rebuild under pressure. If you are underestimated, it is not a setback. It is the perfect cover to work in the shadows without anyone watching your moves. When you adopt this mindset, you stop complaining about obstacles. In fact, you begin to welcome them. You realize that every difficult situation is simply raw material. Your job is to take that raw material and shape it into strength. The noiseless performer does not waste time wishing for an easier life. He quietly takes the cards he has been dealt, finds the strategic angle, and uses the obstacle to propel himself forward. Rule 4. The poison of seeking approval. There is a silent poison that destroys the discipline of even the most talented individuals. The need for approval. We are trained from childhood to look outside ourselves for validation. We want our boss to praise us, our peers to respect us, and our social circle to applaud our achievements. But Marcus Aurelius warned himself fiercely against this trap. He saw emperors, senators, and conquerors lose their minds trying to please the crowd. He asked himself, enter into their minds, read their character, and see what kind of judges you are so eager to please, and how poorly they judge themselves. When you perform to be seen, you surrender your autonomy. If your satisfaction depends on someone else noticing your hard work, you have made them your master. If they ignore you, you lose motivation. If they criticize you, you lose focus. The Stoic disciplines himself to find satisfaction purely in the quality of his execution. Did you do the job to the absolute limit of your ability? Did you act with integrity? Did you maintain your discipline when no one was watching? If the answer is yes, then you have already won. The applause of others is merely noise. It adds nothing to the value of a job well done, just as gold does not become more valuable because people praise it, and emeralds do not lose their beauty if they are ignored. True discipline is doing what is right, quietly, without requiring an audience. As we transition into the final part of our journey, we will look at how this philosophy translates into a lethal, silent execution strategy in your daily life. How do you move from the theory of the mind into raw, noiseless action? That is what we will dismantle in the final block. Strategic action and the final echo. Rule 5. Noiseless execution. How does a Stoic actually work? They do not announce, they execute. In the modern world, we are addicted to talking about our work. We share our progress, we post our long hours, and we discuss our grand ambitions. We do this because talking about our goals releases a cheap dose of dopamine in our brains. It makes us feel like we have achieved something before we have even started. This is a dangerous illusion. Every time you share your plans with the world, you dissipate the pressure required to actually achieve them. You waste the energy that should have been channeled into cold, hard focus. Marcus Aurelius gave us a brutal command regarding this habit. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Applied to your daily execution, this means stop talking about your discipline. Stop explaining your strategy. Stop defending your ambition to people who do not have your drive. Just do the work. If you are building a business, do it in the dark. If you are learning a new skill, master it in silence. If you are transforming your health, let your physical presence be the only proof. When you move in silence, you gain a massive psychological advantage: unpredictability. While others are busy broadcasting their next move, you are already executing your third. By the time they realize you are competing, you have already won. Do not seek the spotlight. Let your results make the noise. The action plan, the daily Stoic blueprint. To close this journey, let us translate Marcus Aurelius's rules into a practical blueprint you can start using today. This is how you build a mind of steel and win in silence. First, audit your reactions. Tomorrow, when an unexpected problem arises, a difficult client, a broken process, or a personal criticism, do not react. Stop. Take a breath. Distance yourself. Retreat into your inner citadel and ask, does this change who I am? Can I control this? If the answer is no, let it go. Second, embrace the obstacle. Stop wishing for a day without problems. Treat every setback as a training partner designed to make you sharper, more resilient, and more strategic. Third, kill the need for approval. Perform for your own high standards. Measure your day by the quality of your effort, not by the applause of people who do not understand your vision. Fourth, move in absolute silence. Keep your plans to yourself. Save your energy for the execution. Let the world assume you are doing nothing until your results become too big to ignore. The outro and the call to action. Remember, the world does not need more noise. It needs more substance. It needs individuals who can look at chaos, smile internally, and restore order without uttering a single word of complaint. If you have made it this far, to the very end of this 30-minute guide, you are already part of a rare minority. You are someone who values depth over superficial distraction. Do not let this knowledge fade into the background. Let it sit in your mind. Let it dictate your decisions tomorrow morning. This is the Stoic mindset and discipline. If this journey has brought clarity to your mind, show your commitment by subscribing to the channel. Leave a comment below with a simple phrase, "I will win in silence." Let us know you are here, working in the shadows. In our next video, we will dissect the concept of premeditatio malorum, the Stoic art of preparing for the worst to ensure you always perform at your best. Until then, guard your fortress. Silence the noise. Build the mindset. Forge the discipline